Okay, here we have the equation in standard form. However, there's nothing added or subtracted inside of the things squared. So our center is 0, 0. And our radius, well, r squared equals 9 implies that the radius is 3. Take the square roots of what's on the other side. Since radii have to be positive, don't worry about the plus minus here. The intercepts, because you're starting at the origin, you could potentially do this without any work by just going 3 left and 3 right to get the x-intercepts versus going 3 down and 3 up to get the y-intercepts. Symmetries. We've got all 3 types here. It's going to be x-axis, it's going to be y-axis, and there's going to be origin symmetry. For x-axis symmetry, remember you have to put in negative y where you had y. For y-axis, replace x with negative x. And with origin symmetry, replace both x and y with negative x and negative y, respectively. And in every case, squaring a positive versus squaring the negative of it, you get the same thing in every single one of these. The equation looks as it was originally written. And so you would want to answer yes to each type of symmetry. Now I've already provided the center here at 0, 0 and plotted the 4 intercepts based on the fact that the center was the origin and the radius is 3. To get a little more detail, I'll pick something between -3 and +3, such as x equals 1. Oops, I was thinking ahead there. So y squared equals 8, which exactly would be 2 squared root of 2. We get both the positive and negative of that. But 2 times the square root of 2 should be 2.8. Yep, 2.8 when you approximate. So you would get 2 more points. 1 comma negative 2.8 approximately, and 1 comma 2.8 approximately. I'm going to type them in exactly though. So 1 comma negative 2 times the square root of 2 and notice that that is at about negative 2.8, and then 1 comma 2 times the square root of 2, which is at about positive 2.8 for the y coordinate. And that should be enough for you to draw the circle well. Remember, on your online homework system, for those of you using one, to make sure that you're watching the coordinates showing in your pop-up window, that just before you click to plot a point, that it's actually where you want it to be. And again, we get well, to illustrate the symmetry here, let's put a segment between here and here, and let's make that dashed. And let's even put it in a different color, such as red. Then you can see that G and F are reflections of each other over the x-axis. And in fact, if I'd put in -1, -2 times square root of 2, because we also have symmetry with respect to the y-axis. H is a reflection of F over the y-axis and vice versa. It's also a reflection, H is a reflection of G through the origin, so on and so forth. So there we go. Hope that helps.